Hi, and welcome to our no equipment glute and core workout we've got going on today. We will not need anything other than a mat and ourselves. We're going to start out with a quick warm-up, then we'll be doing a lot of mat work today. We'll be hitting the backside, getting into the glutes, and then we're going to flip it over and get into a little bit of core work as well. So it'll be relatively quick, somewhere around 20 to 30 minutes. So let's go ahead and get started with a quick warm-up. So we really want to make sure we get the body going before we get into the small muscle groups. So let's get the feet a little bit wider than the hips, and we're going to go right into our body squats. Sitting back into the heels. We'll give it maybe about 10 reps or so here. Let's go for 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to keep that squat, but we're going to lift that left leg up and back. Squat, other side, up and back. You can see I'm barefoot today. You don't even need to have shoes on for this workout. There's no weight, and we're going to be on the mat for most of the time. Just using this warm-up, like I said, to get things moving. So that leg is coming out a little bit of an angle behind you and to the side, squeezing into the glute. Give it about 8 more seconds. And 5, 3, 2, 1. All right, now a little bit of shoulder warm up. We're gonna get the arms out, rotate down and up. Right, we're not really gonna be working the shoulders today, but we're gonna be in tabletop position quite a bit. So I wanna warm them up a little bit before we get into it. All right, we're rotating from the shoulder joint up and down. Really quick warm up today. Let's go 3, 2, and 1. All right, so let's get into our first circuit. We're gonna come down to the mat and we're getting in a tabletop position. So you're gonna want the hands underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips, and try to grow your back long, get a lot of space around the spine. And then from here, we're gonna lift our right leg up, breathe it out, and into a long donkey kick there. So we're gonna give it about 30 seconds. You can go ahead and start up if you haven't already. I like to pretend that I'm pushing the wall away from me. So it gives a lot of energy to that leg. Push back and squeeze into that glute. And even though we're really working the glute here, we're trying to pull the core up, right? Engaging the core. So give it 5 more seconds, then we're gonna add on a little bit. 3, 2, 1. Keep that leg out long. We're gonna tap it down, lift back up. But we're keeping that foot flexed and the toes turned down to the ground. So you shouldn't be getting that leg all the way up there. Right? It's gonna limit our range of motion a little bit, but it's really gonna require you to get into the hamstring. 10 more seconds. Okay, on your next one up, hold it there. Tiny little pulses up top for 10 seconds. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's bring that knee down, shake it out real quick, and then we're gonna go over to the other side. Big donkey kicks, 30 seconds. Pull the core up. It's a beautiful day here in North Carolina. It's a little chilly this morning. Had to throw my long sleeve on today. 5 seconds. 3, 2, now hold that leg out, tap it down, and lift. Now one side might look a little different than the other. It just depends on your strength and flexibility. Ten more seconds. Yeah, if you're able to work out outside, I'd say go ahead and do it, you know? make you a little bit happier. Get out in the sunshine. 3, 2, hold it up there, little pulses. Remember, pushing out of the mat also, nice and strong through the arms. Let's go for 3, 2, 1. All right, that leg comes down. We're going back over to the right side. This time we're gonna lift and lower, fire hydrant. So you're gonna keep the shape of that knee. Go ahead and get started. Keep the shape of that knee at 90 degrees and lift the leg from the hip joint, lower from the hip joint, working right into the side glutes. And I like to pause at the top just for a second. You really get into those muscles. 10 more seconds here. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Now that same leg, keep it up. We're gonna draw that knee up and around and back down. Draw a big circle going forwards and back with it. Again, try to keep the structure of your whole body. Try not to like collapse into it like that. We're staying strong through the arms and core. Need 10 more seconds. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Now other direction. Bring it back and wrap it around. Really getting into that hip mobility today. You might start to feel it in your shoulders a little bit. That's normal. 8 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Going right over to the other side. Fire hydrant. Lift and lower. I'll go from this direction so you can see. Ooh, feels good to get in the sunshine a little bit too. Like I said, it's kind of chilly here. And you can see from the front how I'm trying to avoid being kicked out to the side like that. I just caught myself doing that a little bit. Let's get one more, and then drawing that knee up and around. It's hard to keep your center. You kind of have to think about it the whole time. All right, we're gonna keep this going. Cars going by right now. For some reason it's really busy out. I don't know why. It's a weird time. It's like 10 o'clock. Let's go 3, 2, 1. Switch the direction. Good news is we're only doing these moves one time. We're gonna kind of roll through every single move. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Whew, okay, we can sit back, release the arms for a second. Stretch the arms if you need to. Release the glutes. We're going to be turning on our side next. If you have a band and you want to add it in, go for it. I'm going to go with that one today. Like I said, there's no equipment that we really need. We're going to do some clam shells, a little bit of side plank work, and some hip bridge work. So, coming on to our side here, clam shells, I like to lay all the way down and support my head like this and get your legs bent so you have a little bend at your hip, bend at your knees there as well, and then press your heels together, and then from here I want you to lift your top knee up and back and lower, but don't just do the motion. Think about where it's coming from. It's coming from this back glute muscle. You can even put your hand on your glute so you can feel that muscle work as you lift and lower. I'm gonna set the timer. We're going for 30 seconds here. And like I said, if you wanna add a band, you get it right above your knees there, lower thigh area. We breathe it out and in. Take it really slow. Like I said, I know it's easy to go quick with this one, but the slower you go, the more you'll feel it in that spot right where you need to. Give me 5 more seconds. 3, 2, one, we're gonna add on a little bit. So now I'm gonna come up onto my left elbow. So elbow underneath my shoulder, keeping my legs in this form. Heels are pressed together. This hand on my hip. And then I'm gonna lift up down onto my knee. My knee is gonna be my contact point, knee and elbow. Lift my hip, open the knee up, lower back down. So when I lift, my hips push forward, lift that knee, come back down. 30 seconds. Breathe it out and in. So we're getting this top glute muscle by opening up. We're also getting the bottom hip by pushing up right there. A couple different things going on. 15 seconds. Core is pulled in. Always keeping that engaged. Give me 5, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. All right, so now we're gonna keep this elbow down. I'm gonna scoot up a little bit on the mat. And then we're gonna keep this knee down. And we're gonna lift, straighten out from your knee all the way up to your shoulder. Flex your top foot, lift, and lower. So your top foot is flexed, toes turned down towards the floor. You should automatically feel this lower hip turn on, that butt muscle, and the top side as you lift that leg. So we're getting both sides at once. Keep it up, 10 seconds. Ooh, and 5, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, all right, feel that burn. Oh man, I felt it on the bottom side more than the top. Okay, now we're gonna switch sides. Good news is we're done with that side. Bad news is we still have to even it out and do the other side. So we're gonna lay it down, get ready. Basic clamshell in 3, 2, 1. Lift and lower. So since you worked this side already, whenever you're doing the other side, it's gonna get a little intense, a little bit quicker than it did on the other side. Okay, we've got 5 seconds here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up on that elbow. We're going for the hip bridge with the clamshell now. So side hip bridge, clamshell. So we lift, straighten out the hips, and lower. Up and down. Squeeze into it there. So like I said, even though we're really getting after the glutes here, we're still working the core. These are really good stabilizing moves for the core. So they're more secondary muscle groups that we're working. Glutes are first primary group that we've got going on right now. I'm sure you can feel it. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right. This leg is out long. We're gonna come up onto that bottom knee and elbow, lift and lower this leg. 30 seconds. Foot is flexed, toes turned down, core pulled in. It's good to have days like this where you're not really getting after it too hard. We're still working these muscles, still feeling it, but it's not super intense. It's always good to have a mixture of those days. 8 seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Oh man, that bottom glute gets it every time. Whew, that's tough. Okay, so now we're gonna lay down on our backs. We have regular hip bridges, a little rock the boat action, and then some single leg hip bridges. So let's get into that. We're laying all the way down. We're gonna get the shoulders opened up, so the chest open, shoulders pulled back. So we're kind of on our back side of our arms right here. Feet hip width distance apart. Breathe it out, lift. Breathe it in, lower. Going 30 seconds here. And try to find that internal rotation through your thighs, right? So your inner thighs are spiraling down towards the mat. So inner thighs are squeezing together. Like imagine you're holding onto like a yoga block or something right in between your thighs. But they're not necessarily like pushing together, you just have that motion, you know, that feel. 5 seconds. 3, 2, we're gonna hold it up top. Now from here, you feel how even things are, right? The right leg and the left leg are even. We're squeezing the glutes evenly. We're gonna go ahead and transfer all the energy to the right glute. Pick that right hip up, over to the left side. So our hips are going side to side. Right hip bone lifts, left hip bone lifts. Rock side to side. 30 seconds here. Chest is open. And we're trying just to move from the hips. We're not like getting all crazy. It's a small motion, but you should feel it big time. 10 more seconds. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the hips lifted. I'm gonna bring my feet closer together. Lift that left leg up, down, and up, pressing through that right leg. 30 seconds right here. So I'm driving up through my right heel, squeezing into my right glute and hamstring. Now at this point your glutes are probably pretty tired, so you just try to get up as high as you can. It should be pretty tough. I'm definitely feeling it right now. Give me 10 seconds. And 5, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides, right over to the left, down and up. It feels good for a second. You give that right glute a break. Just press, pause, lower. 10 seconds. And 5, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Okay, we're gonna stay down. Glute work is pretty much done. And we're going into some core work. So we're gonna be doing leg raises, a little bit of oblique work, followed by double crunch, getting a little bit of everything. So first up, leg raises. We're trying to keep our lower back as flat as possible, right? I've got this shirt tied up in the back. If you have something going on like that, I would untie it so you can get your back as flat as possible without having anything in the way. So arms down by your side, both legs up, elongate the spine, hands down by the side or propped up under the hips if you need a little bit of help. Breathe it in, all the way down, breathe it in, come up. Now only go all the way down if you can keep your back flat the whole time. Like I honestly feel my back start to want to lift right about here, so that's about where I stop. Now you go, if it's here, that's where you should stop. We're only going to go through these 2 times, 3 moves, 2 times through the core to finish it up. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, legs out long. I'm going to get them on the edges of my mat there. Right arm out, left arm behind my head. I'm going to breathe it out, lift my left leg up. Right hand to the outside of my left ankle. Down, switch sides. Breathe it in and out. Go ahead and start it up. And if it looks like this, that's okay. You do what you can. Right? You can just lift the shoulder or you can lift the whole body. Maybe the first round you lift the whole body, second round you just come up off the shoulder. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now we're laying all the way down again. Whew, my shirt blowing out. Legs up, hands behind the head. Now find your long spine, right? And then at the same time, we're gonna crunch the hips up like that, so you kind of get a little tuck. And then I'm gonna breathe it out, lift my upper body. Breathe it in, well, my shoulders more so. And breathe it out. All right, I'm gonna start the time. Right, imagine like you have somebody pushing down on your core when you lift up, and you're trying to get that down as low as you can, squeeze as much into it as possible. Keep it up, 8 seconds, and 5, 3, 2, 1. All right, take a second. We're going through all that one more time, back to our leg raises. We're gonna give it about 10 seconds, so go ahead and set up. 5, 3, 2, 1. Down and up. Pressing down through the core. Like I said, second time, it should be a little bit harder. Arms up by the side. And 3, 2, 1. Right into it. Opposite hand, opposite ankle. Breathe it in and out. All the way up, or just as much as you can. Right? You could even use that elbow as a point on the ground to help. Don't use it too much, but if you need just a little assistance, it's okay. Sometimes it helps to have something like that, like a point on the ground, so you can almost get into the squeeze a little bit more. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, now we've got our double crunch. Legs up, hands behind the head, and 3, 2, 1. Lift the hips, crunch up, breathe it in. Breathe it out. I try to use my whole exhale when I come up. Inhale on the way down. Using your breath for core work. It's so important. It can help you so much. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Oh, all right. Should be feeling a little burn right in the center of the core there. Nice job, guys. We're all done. So our quick glutes and core circuit for today. It's windy today. All right. Thank you guys for joining me today, whenever you're doing it. I hope you guys enjoyed it and that you're feeling it a little bit in the glutes and the core. Feel free to roll through this again if you want a little bit extra, because I know we only went through everything pretty much one time except for that core. So if you want a little extra, go for it. But thank you guys for checking it out. Let me know down below what you really liked about it. If you're really feeling it. I know at the end I was feeling it in the core a good amount. So let me know.